Member state of the Arab League. The President of Tunisia, formerly known as the President of the Republic of Tunisia, is the head of state of Tunisia. Tunisia is a semi-presidential republic, whereby the President is the head of state and the Prime Minister is head of government. Under Article 77 of the Constitution of Tunisia, the President is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Tunisian Armed Forces. The current President is Kais Saied, who held this position since the 23rd of October 2019 following the death of Beji Caid Essebsi on the 25th of July 2019. The President is elected by universal suffrage by majority during elections held in the last 60 days of the previous presidential term. Article 74 of the Constitution establishes that the right to presidential candidacy is open to every Tunisian national of at least 35 years of age and of Muslim faith. This article also specifies that in the case that the candidate in question has a nationality other than Tunisian, he or she must renounce their prior nationality upon election. Voting takes place in the form of a two-round winner-take-all election. Article 75 indicates that if no candidate receives an absolute majority of the votes cast during the first round, a second round shall be held within 2 weeks of the announcement of the final results of the first round. The two candidates having received the most votes in the first round are both presented in the second round, with the candidate receiving the most votes between the two being declared president-elect. If one of the candidates on the ballot dies, a new call for candidates is made, with new election dates set within no more than 45 days. This provision does not apply to the potential withdrawal of candidates. The Constitution also specifies that one may not occupy the position of president for more than 2 full terms, consecutive or non-consecutive, and that in the event of resignation, the term is considered to have been completed in full. According to Article 42 of the Constitution of 1959, the President-elect was required to swear an oath before the Chamber of Deputies and the Chamber of Advisors, meeting in joint session, by reciting the following words: I swear by God Almighty to safeguard the independence of the country and the integrity of its territory, to respect the Constitution, country and its legislation, and to watch scrupulously over the interests of the nation. At his swearing-in before the Constituent Assembly of Tunisia on 13 December 2011, Monsef Marzouki gave a modified version of the oath. I swear, by God Almighty, to protect the independence of the homeland and the integrity of its territory, to preserve its republican system, to respect the constitutive law supporting the provisional organization of public powers, to scrupulously look after the interests of the nation, and to guarantee the establishment of a state of law and institutions out of loyalty to the martyrs and sacrifices of Tunisians, all generations included, and in realization of the objectives of the revolution, according to Article 76 of the Constitution of 2014, the President-elect must swear the following oath before the Assembly of the Representatives of the People. I do solemnly swear, by God Almighty, to maintain the independence of Tunisia and the integrity of its territory, to respect its constitution and legislation, to safeguard its interests, and to remain absolutely loyal to it. Under the Constitution of 1959, the President of the Republic was elected by majority to a term of 5 years by universal, free, direct, and secret elections. According to Article 40 of this Constitution, the President may only be re-elected 3 consecutive times, thus limiting the reign of a president to 4 terms. However, Habib Bourguiba, after having presented himself in presidential elections 4 times, expressed his desire to benefit from a lifetime presidency. The National Assembly ratified a lifetime term limit for Bourguiba on 18 March 1975 in Constitutional Law and Decree 75-13 by amending paragraph 2 of Article 40 as follows. As an exception and in consideration of the distinguished services rendered by the Supreme Combatant Habib Bourguiba to the Tunisian people whom he liberated from the yoke of colonialism and made into a modern nation enjoying the plenitude of its sovereignty, Article 51 was also amended so that in the case of a presidential absence, The Prime Minister would assume the functions of the presidency. Article 75 of the Constitution of 2014 re-established a limit of 2 terms, whether consecutive or separate, even specifying that this provision cannot be amended in the aim of extending the number of terms. Article 84 of the Constitution of 2014 assigns the Constitutional Court with the task of overseeing a potential provisional vacancy of the presidency and entrusts the Prime Minister with the duties of the presidency for a maximum period of 60 days. Beyond 60 days or in the case of a definitive vacancy due to